What is up, guys? Dubois here. So Daniel Dubois stops Tom Little in 5 rounds to become the new English heavyweight champion. I felt since Daniel Dubois has turned pro, this has been his most impressive performance. Obviously, in the build-up to this fight, he was expected to win. But Tom Little, in my opinion, represented a step up in comparison to the terrible level of competition he's been fighting so far. And not only that, Tom Little was trash-talking in the build-up. He was really insulting Daniel Dubois, trying to get under his skin. And I was really intrigued to see how Daniel Dubois would cope with that in the ring, whether that would come to surface and whether he'll lose his cool. But that never happened. What we got was a cool, calm, composed, professional performance from Daniel Dubois. In this fight, he came out, popping the jab as he does, looking for that right hand behind it. He was pushing Tom Little back. In the first round, Tom Little wasn't really having any success. He wasn't throwing his hands. He was just backpedaling, and Dubois was pushing him back, landing some good right hands here and there, and landing some hard jabs. Round 1, clear Daniel Dubois round. Round 2, I felt Daniel Dubois, again, was in control. Again, coming forward behind the jab, landing that right hand, not rushing his work. I think in round 2 he might have buzzed Tom Little. And after he buzzed him, he didn't jump in for the kill. He really took his time, selected his shots, didn't leave openings. Although he didn't get the stoppage, it wasn't there for him. I was really impressed with the way he handled that. I liked how he didn't really leave himself open when he was trying to get the stoppage. But yeah, round 2 again, more of the same. It was a dominant Dubois round. Round 3, more of the same. Dubois going through the gears, working the body well. And that was another impressive thing about this performance. When Dubois had Tom Little trapped against the ropes, he worked the body quite well. And that definitely played a part in this fight because, Tom Little is a mover. He likes to get on his bicycle. And the body work from Daniel Dubois in this fight was effective, no doubt about it. But yeah, round 4, Daniel Dubois drops Tom Little with a lovely left hook to the body. It was a sickening shot. Credit to Tom Little for actually beating the count. A lot of fighters would have stayed down, Daniel Dubois' previous competition would have stayed down. So credit to Tom Little for getting up. He beats the count. Dubois, obviously, naturally, he goes for the kill. Again, goes straight back down to the body. Great left hooks to the body, pushing Tom Little back, but again, not rushing his work, keeping a nice tight guard coming forward, fighting behind a jab. He was doing the basics really well in this fight, and he was cutting the ring off well as well. But yeah, Tom Little survived round 4. That was a tough round for Tom Little. And round 5 was a round where Daniel Dubois got the stoppage victory. He pummeled Tom Little against the ropes, and the referee jumps in and saves the day. I felt it was a good stoppage. Tom Little had nothing left. You could tell the body shots were taking a big toll. He was really fatiguing, slowing down. He wasn't as mobile as the fight wore on, and he wasn't really throwing much back. When he got hurt a few times, he tried to throw back, and he did actually catch Daniel Dubois with a nice counter left hook. But apart from that, Tom Little did nothing in this fight, and I think that you've got to credit Daniel Dubois for a really professional performance. I felt his punch variety was quite good in this fight. He went down to the body with hooks, uppercuts when Tom Little got close. Obviously, the jab right hand. His punch variety in this fight was quite good. He done a really good job of maintaining range, and he done a pretty good job of not smothering his work. So I think this fight marked progress. He got some rounds in against a tough guy, a guy who was defensive and kind of negative, against a proper heavyweight, against a guy who is trash-talking him in the build-up. I think this fight has done him the world of good. I think this fight would have done more for him than his previous 7, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, I think this was Daniel Dubois' best performance so far. Still improvements to be made. He is quite rigid. He's not quite as fluid as other guys like Nathan Gorman, for example. And I do feel Nathan Gorman is more advanced. But listen, those two are not going to fight in the next 12 months, I wouldn't have imagined. So in the meantime, Dubois just needs to be sort of fed tough heavyweight journeyman. I wouldn't mind seeing a guy like Sherman Williams next for Daniel Dubois. I think that's a solid name. Failing that, Dave Allen. I think Dave Allen can take Daniel Dubois some rounds. You know, these are the type of names I would like to see Dubois in with next. He's only 20 years old, so there's no need to rush him. But yeah, I was very impressed with Daniel Dubois' performance. Where does he go from here? Peace.